Hey. You know, too bad we had to cut through on that one and get back into the S3fa this conversation. Welcome back from that musical break. That was S3fa with Fever featuring Sarkodie and DJ T. And of course, her latest, no, that was Enjoyment, actually, one of the songs she released last year. I think she was there for that particular one. And yes, she's in the building, cladded in all green. The Davi is in the building. A lot of people were telling me, crushing on her, crushing on her. Yeah, she's here. S3fa, good afternoon and welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and it's not your first time on the table, though.
Oh,
you come
no.
here.
This place, the SS family.
Yeah, sure. And you're looking good.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Green looks good on you, I must say.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
darling.
everything looks good on her, actually.
Oh, no. Today, when I saw the ladies on the table, I was like, hey, today, dear, I'm overshadowed. Because they're so pretty.
Precious.
You're the star. You can never be overshadowed.
Anyway, welcome. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. And you?
I'm okay. The December, January, you know, early part of January, all the jams. Have you recovered from it?
Well, actually, throughout last year, like 2022, I haven't been in Ghana so much because we're doing the whole tour thing, touring around. And so when I got back in December, I was super excited to reconnect with the people again. So I played a couple of shows here and there, a couple of private shows. So it wasn't really tiring for me. It was just exciting for me just to link up with my people one more time. Just have
So you've
fun
been
with
chilling, you've been moving around. How's it been? I mean, strolling across the world, sharing your music with people, the reception. Tell us about that whole experience.
amazing.
Yeah?
It's amazing, especially when you go to places that you feel like people don't know you and you have white people singing your song. You have white people coming to you and telling that, oh, I heard your song before, but I didn't know this was you and stuff like that. It felt super, super good. And it wasn't just one place we went to the US, went to Europe, went to the UK. So it was like different countries and in different continents, and it was amazing.
Which part of it struck you that, oh my God, like, for real, they're singing my song? What incident happened that got you like that?
You know, it's all of them, because when I was going, it's not like somebody booked me for a show. We had a promoter, so it was like my own show, and people had to pay for tickets to come see me. And all the time I go to the venues and I actually see human beings there. I'm like, is this Ghana? Am I in Ghana? Because it's so, like, you know, when you are in your country and you're doing something, it feels amazing because you feel like, okay, I'm here, so they know me and stuff like that. But when you travel and you go outside and people are actually enjoying your song, it's like, okay, then the music is reaching the people that it's supposed to reach at that point in time. So, I mean, it felt good.
You're fulfilled?
Well, I mean, I'm grateful. I'm always grateful. You know that.
At what point would it be like, okay, so I've done it? Like, yeah, S3fa the musician, my.
I don't think I'll ever get to that point, because that's for me. I'm Oliver Twist. I'm always wanting more, and I'm always wanting to work for more. So I think it will rather motivate me to actually work more for what I want, rather than just say, okay, now I'm fulfilled, I'm just gonna sit back and relax. You never have a chance to sit back and relax. As human beings, you can never sit back and relax, because as life goes on and as the world moves along, you also have to move. You have to recreate yourself. So it will never be enough.
That's good to hear. That's really, really good to hear. I mean, talking about the 2022, where we had a number of our artists getting out the attention coming on some of them, and also you moving about. It's super exciting to hear these things, and we are always proud of that. I know we talk about how you've talked about how difficult it is as a lady to break through. I mean, even with your story, where you had to start and getting in here, and with BAM, everything happening there. How's the label?
They are doing amazing. We are all doing amazing.
Yeah. The boss has been chilling. He celebrated his birthday.
Enjoyment Minister, he did it.
Is that what has translated to you? That I think for the past 2 songs, it's been enjoyment from Soft Life, Soft Life, Enjoyment, and the new one.
Like for me, 2022, in as much as I was traveling around and I was working and everything, I think that 2022 has been a blessing, and it has been sort of a down moment for me too, because there's been periods in 2022 where I felt like, why am I even doing this? And it's not even about music. What is my purpose? What am I doing in life? What am I going about? Things that has to do with my life and stuff like that. People might sit down and say, okay, or probably people might quote unquote, okay, she's going through depression, but I don't think I was going through depression. I was just going through a down period in my life. And I felt like if I am going through something like this, even me that I'm moving around, what about the people that are home, that are enjoying the music, that are waiting for me to entertain them? There's a lot that is going on because there was the economy that wasn't going on too well. There were people that were losing jobs, accidents here and there, people that were depressed at home. 2022 was a very tough year for everybody. So I felt like instead of me to release more love songs that are going to depress people that don't even have love, or instead of me to
be asking God when.
Exactly, God when, or instead of me to release that song, let me just release something that will give somebody a little bit of hope. I mean, when you listen to it and you nod your head and you dance more, that few seconds, there's a little bit of joy somewhere because people are going through things they don't talk about. There's a lot of messed up people around.
I like the fact that you said you had that period. It could be a period of reintrospection.
Yes.
So you get to look at. So what were some of the things that you came up with yourself and the industry? When you thought about that in those moments, what were some of the things that you were like, okay, maybe I'll change that this year, or maybe I'll do better at it?
So one thing that I think there were a lot of things that I really thought about. That one thing that I really thought about was that I'm just going to enjoy the moment whilst I'm here. That is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to stress myself. I'm not going to overthink about anything, because if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. It doesn't matter how many times you think about it or how many times you try to change it. When it's time for it to happen, it's going to happen. So I'm just going to enjoy myself. I'm just going to enjoy the moment while it lasts. I'm going to do my best to work because I'm here to just work and deliver. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I won't really overstress myself over things that I don't really have control over. Yeah.
I think 2023 is a year of no stress, because that's what everybody keeps on talking about. But I am more interested in what you do to get out of your down moments. I'm sure people will want to take cue from that as well.
Oh, I pray. Prayer works. I know people will be at home and they'll be very surprised that, hey, S3fa now prayer. Prayer really works. And I'm not even going to lie about it. Prayer works, because in as much as you have people that are always going to be there for you, that are going to talk to, they will never understand you like how God will understand you. And it's even funny because he's somebody that you don't even need to see face to face. You're just praying to, and he hears you, and you get so fulfilled in that moment. So it's just prayer for me, just praying and giving everything to God.
Great. But I mean, with your song Enjoyment, when I look at the video and the song in itself, I'm like, wow, how do you actually do it? Like, do you even write your own songs? And if you do, take us through your creative process. How do you do it?
I do write my own songs, but I have a team that I work with. I have a couple of musicians on my team and a couple of writers on my team who make sure that, okay, we are putting the right words together, we are working together. So most of the times, it's more of like a family reunion in the studio. There are even people in the studio who are not musicians or producers, and they are just there, but they put inputs here and there. So it's more of like a team effort for me. And as for the video, there, we come up with the concepts, and we just, because I mostly think about, okay, what goes into my video, the concept, the outfits, how everybody's looking, what everybody's supposed to be doing. So I also discuss that with the director, and then the set, everything. We just discuss and have it done.
So with this particular one, what made you choose the outfit that you were even using in that video? What did you consider before using those particular one, and even where you shot the video in itself?
So this particular one was directed by Rex, and Rex is an amazing videographer in Ghana. So he came up with the concept. He was like, okay, let's try and do something like this, because everybody is always talking about your dressing. No, she's wearing something too short, or oh, why are you looking too much? I just come in here. Do you understand? Let's just put something like that together. So, but as for when it came to the costuming, I had a conversation with my stylist, and I was like, okay, let's try and do something. And even I think most of the things I wore there are like things I usually wear. It's just that people are not really used to it. As I always say, if you complain about me wearing short things, that is your problem, because I've been wearing them since even before the whole S3fa brand came on. So yeah.
I see. So that's part of the 2023 no listening. Like, Charlie, if you talk safe, I'm not going to.
You have to leave your life. I'm telling you.
And I'm telling you, some of them are copying you. They'll complain about it, but they'll go to the stylist and be like, I want S3fa's dress. Don't mind them.
I mean, when it comes to musicians and their fashion sense, and you want to mention a female act, you definitely bring up S3fa. It looks like it's a conscious effort by herself and the team to, always look like that in that sense. So let's talk about this new one.
Yeah.
Yep. It's another chilling one.
We're German people, yeah.
Tell us about it.
So as I said earlier on, 2022 was very tough for me, and this is just something to give anybody out there a little bit of hope, a little bit of joy in that period or second they are listening to it, and it's just about, as I have said since I sat down, just live life, take it easy with life, because life, if you even get depressed in that way, you're sad about something, life still moves on, whether you're sad, you're not sad. So just enjoy, just live the moment, work hard, enjoy your money, and live as you go. That's the whole concept of
the money to they come.
I mean, for me, 2022, I was playing shows a lot, so I mean,
They don't actually talk that,
The money is coming.
but that is very important because, at the end of, a couple of years to come, we would say that S3fa show's not what it's kind of way, she's not. So, she's got to cash in and do all of that. But what is the plan really for 2023? You've dropped this one. What's the long-term project for this year?
So, 2023, in Easter, I'm planning to do my show that I did in Ho last year. That was S3fa Live in Ho. I'm planning to. It was supposed to be in January, but something happened, so we are shifting into Easter. I'm doing that, and then I'm working on an EP to come out. So it's just more of like work. That's for me. Yeah.
Okay.
You're up for the new S3fa, the no stress
They're not-
S3fa.
they're
And
not-
you know the funny thing, I've always been like this. It's just that probably because I don't talk about it too much, people don't know that.
Then
because,
it's good. It's good
Yeah,
you're talking
because a
about
lot
it,
of celebrities try to hide like that
they're
aspect
going
of them.
through.
Oh, I'm going through a lot. Maybe I'm not in the mood for something. But I've always been like this, and now I'm just like, I'm just gonna live my life.
And we like it. We love this. We
The
are
new
resonating with
the
it.
new chilling
Thank
S3fa.
you.
And have you noticed that this year a lot of people are not talking about New Year resolutions?
Right. I've
Do you
not seen
have
a lot of
anything like
that.
that?
Oh, my New Year resolutions was just like last year's own. Just live. They live the goal.
They live the goal. Yeah. Any collaborations we should be expecting this year? Anybody you've started talking to? What are the plans?
Oh yeah, and we are having a lot of international collaborations.
Okay, let's go.
This year, and as usual, I can't talk about it because of the whole label and something. But then, I mean, when the EP comes, everybody's gonna love it. Everybody's gonna look at it like, wow.
At least you can give us in from which country?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna say, but you know the obvious one already. That one.
Okay, as with the wear green, I know I know the obvious one from that color.
The obvious one already. So I mean, when it comes out, you guys are gonna love
I think
it.
there should be
Fingers crossed.
I should think in my mind as I'm imagining there's a UK, there's something like maybe.
Are you trying to figure out where I've been to and you're picking?
like
Trying to put
MS Banks could do.
Yeah.
Miss Banks could. Maybe I had a picture that in give you.
Let's see what your
I
prediction
got
will
it
come to
right.
right
You know
now.
Or
she's
even
blushing.
Rihanna. I mean, Rihanna is out with a new song. So
Okay.
Rihanna and S3fa.
See, there'll be a S3fa Miss Banks thing.
It would be nice.
Is it true?
Amen.
Is it true? Amen.
Amen.
S3fa, we've got to go. It's been a very short one, but as always, if you come here, it's always enjoyment on set. So to your fans out there, I think that inspiring bit, telling people what they're going through and all of those things. Now let's talk about fans though.
Yes.
A couple of days back, earlier this year, Samini put out a statement talking about his fans, right? The fans feel like they own you.
Yeah.
Because you make the music for them and they become like a family. So, S3fa, when are you dropping this? S3fa, but maybe when you drop the tune, they are not even listening to the song on Instagram. On the digital platforms and all that. What is your connection with your fans in that sense? When your fans are saying that if I need you to drop something or you're going to release something and you go through the numbers, you're like, why people said that you release? I haven't seen the numbers go up like that. I mean, what's the connection with yourself and your fans?
So with me, I think that my fans they're supportive, and the way that I say that they're supportive is just that they talk to a lot of people about me, and when they're talking to other people about me, they don't just talk about my music, they talk about my personality, they talk about everything, how I look and everything. I've seen people actually mention and talk about me on other bloggers' pages that I'm like, you know me, Papa, like you live with me. Do you understand? They're amazing, but I think when it comes to the Ghanaian fan base, there's more that we can do. Actually, there's more that we can do because the support is good, but I feel like it can be better. Honestly, I'm trying to find ways that I'm going to put it so that people don't come for me because I hate controversies. But I think they are doing amazing, but there's more that they can do because when you look at most of the artists that people quote unquote feel like they are trending right now, most of their fan base are from Nigeria. Actually, when you look at their numbers, their likes and everything, most of their fan base are from Nigeria. And Ghanaians easily get tired of people. That is one thing I've noticed. They easily get tired of people. So the support for the artists is not as much as, because you go to our current artists and their numbers haven't even reached Nigerian artists that have passed like years or decades back, because their fan base is very strong. They are there 24/7. Ghanaians are here 24/7, but it's like the attention is divided into different things. So everybody's like doing their own thing. So it might be one day somebody will come and write, oh, release song. You release, and the person's attention is not even on you at that point in time. So for artists, I just think you have to just do your best, work hard, release the music. Those who hear it will hear it. Those who dance to it will dance to it. If it will become the biggest song, it will become the biggest song. And people always forget, it's not the fans do well to support the music. You do well to put out the music. But at the end of the day, making a hit song does not depend on the fan or the songs that you put out. It's just the man upstairs.
That's a great answer. So, S3fa, we want you stay with us. We've got a few minutes to wrap up. S3fa, we are wrapping up. Your New Year message to your fans, or sweet words you want to say to them.
As I always say, I would like to say a very big thank you to them for their support, their love, and I really, really appreciate it. And a very big thank you to you and your team for always being there. You guys have made this home. So anytime I'm coming here, I'm like, oh, I'm going home. Like, I don't really overthink it like that. So I just want to say a big thank you to you guys. And also, I have a new one out titled Enjoyment. They should go enjoy it. They should just have fun and live life.
Okay, thank you very much, S3fa, for coming.